is in MMA. So, just to preface this, I'm going to be basing this off of how well they work and how widely utilized they are in MMA. So, if something's F tier, that doesn't mean it's a bad martial art. It's just not effective in the mixed martial arts skill set. So, let's get started. Aikido, D tier. It's fake. That's all I gotta say. Bai Quan, no idea what it is. Okay. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is gonna go S tier. Um, it's one of the main Nogi, and I'm talking about Nogi, like Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So, yeah, it's widely utilized. It's, in my opinion, the best submission based martial art. So, it's necessary for every fighter to be high level in jiu-jitsu in order to win. So, bare knuckle boxing. I'm gonna put that F tier just because we've seen some guys like Mike Perry who are not that successful in the UFC go to BKFC and then they're just insane. So it's like a different skill set, not that much relatable to MMA. Mongolian wrestling, I don't know what that is either. So skip that. Boxing S tier. Boxing is another one of the main, the core components that make up, uh, like the primary skill sets in the UFC. So it's it's limited in just your fists and like it is quite limited, but it's very important to have crisp and elite level boxing to be a high level UFC fighter. Alright, capoeira. Capoeira is going to go in C tier just because some of the kicks are really powerful. Um, it's obviously not practical at all, but some of the kicks are really powerful, and if you're really skilled enough, and you and your opponent's like half dead already, yeah, you might be able to get one of these. But it's just like really cool to watch, and the kicks are quite powerful. So yeah, it's gonna go C tier. Dambe, don't know what that. Or sorry, catch wrestling. That's gonna go in A tier. Catch wrestling, another. It's just pretty much submission wrestling. That is, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna move that to S tier. That's another one of the best submission-based systems to learn because it's heavily emphasized. It's heavily emphasizing takedowns as well as submissions, which jiu-jitsu does not. Like as jiu-jitsu evolves currently, um, it's incorporating more, especially in Nogi, incorporating a lot more takedowns, um, practicing to to develop that well-rounded skill. But overall, catch wrestling is just as good. Um, the submission, there's a lot of submissions. I think jiu-jitsu is a little bit, I don't want to say more like developed and maybe more specific, but catch wrestling is really good. So, Greco-Roman wrestling, S tier. Um, it's another like this is a huge component of like excellent takedowns. Just look how many fighters are come from a wrestling background. Wrestling, it's just the culture of wrestling builds hard people. It has a high emphasis on strength and conditioning. So the fighters are like they're all jacked. You see them, they're relentless, and it builds a tough, gritty mindset, which is essential to succeed in MMA. And also the ability to control where the fight goes is extremely important. So yeah, wrestling is S tier. Judo, judo, judo is gonna go in A tier. And the only reason judo is gonna go in A tier is just because of the gi. So submit your opponent on the ground. So that is really useful for MMA, obviously. So yeah, A tier. If it was practiced without a gi and only developed on that, it would probably be the highest because that's what jujitsu is derived from. So yeah, already did jujitsu. I'm not. I am currently doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I've been doing it for a while. But I don't really know the differences uh, between the original jiu-jitsu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu style. I am at a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym, so I'm just gonna leave that jiu-jitsu BJJ same thing. So Jeet Kune Do, I don't know what that is. It sucks probably. So you know what? If I don't know what it is, it's going in there. No Mongolian wrestlers in the UFC. Sorry. Timok, Tier, Aikido. What the fuck is that? Some bullshit. Jiu-jitsu. What the hell does tier two? Jeet Kune Do. Get that in here. Galler. It sucks. Whatever it is, it sucks. Alright, Kyokushin Karate. I'm tempted to put it in S tier, but I'll leave it in A tier. Just because it's a full contact karate style where you have all the positive aspects of karate, like the speed, the distance management, the refined striking, all that, but it's like the style is very tough and gritty and a heavy emphasis on conditioning and power and man strikes and head kicks. So yeah, A tier, great. That's a great base for MMA. Karate, B tier. It's just not. It's pretty good, honestly. A lot of, maybe not a lot, but a good amount have successfully used a karate style in the UFC. Obviously, you have to have the other skills in S tier, but a karate base is effective. It's just not regular karate. It's not a Kyokushin karate where heavy emphasis on conditioning and power and that type of stuff is not incorporated as heavily. I did karate for like 4 years, and we sparred. I learned a good amount, but definitely not top tier striking art in my opinion. Kickboxing is going to go in S tier. In my opinion, kickboxing is, along with wrestling and jiu-jitsu, it's one of the most important styles because it's using your most powerful weapons, your legs, along with your boxing, and mixing that together, which is a part of the game, which is MMA. So, kickboxing, one of the best arts for MMA, definitely. Casey, fake bullshit. Krav Maga, fake. Doesn't work in MMA. Songlee's wrestling. I don't know what that is, but D tier. Lethway. Alright, it's gonna surprise some people, but Lethway is gonna go in A tier. Lethway, to my understanding, is essentially Muay Thai, but with headbutts and just more striking. Like some of these matches are brutal, man. They are fun to watch, but it builds some tough ass motherfuckers. So yeah, Lethway is gonna go in A tier because, like I said, it's using all your limbs, literally everything. Obviously, you can't use the headbutts in MMA, but yeah, it's pretty badass. So, Lucha Libre, fake MMA, S tier, obviously, just everything combined, and how well you mix it together and incorporate all the techniques. So, definitely the best. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. Just, mixed styles. Muay Thai S tier because definitely it's one of the foundations. That's going to be the last. Actually, it's not going to be the last S tier. But second to last S tier martial arts. These are good striking arm because kickboxing doesn't quite utilize the elbows, but Muay Thai does. So yeah, very good. All right, next puncration. I don't know what that is. Sanda there. Savate, bang. Okay. Sambo, S tier. Sambo is just look at the fighters that come out of it. But yeah, Sambo's pretty much MMA with the top half of the gi on, so no wonder it's gonna be transition great to MMA. So, yeah, I'm gonna go S. Kung Fu, Shaolin, I'll put it in top of D tier because they condition the bodies well. So probably would be able to take a punch. Yeah. Salat, not sure what that is. Sumo, I don't know. Probably they can't make the limit of heavyweight, so they wouldn't be any good. Stemma bullshit. Tai Chi bullshit. Drunken Fist bullshit. Wing Chun bullshit. I put it at the top of it. I don't know what these are. Sorry, some of these are better than D tier, but they're probably not because they're not used in MMA. So Taekwondo is gonna go in A tier. It's gonna go in A tier because the kicks. It has the best kicks out of any martial arts. Maybe not the most powerful, but definitely the best and the widest range. So definitely some value in learning that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video today, guys.